So what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to hold the client's needs above ours. That's what it means to be of service to someone. And if you're here to sell logos and the answer is clearly not a logo, you're not supposed to keep selling that anymore. Your goal is to get noticed. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, I need you to stay in character. If you break character, it'll break the internet. Okay, your goal is to get noticed, right? Of all the things that we can do to get noticed, list them for me, please. What can we do to get noticed?
Some ads.
Ads, perfect.
Gain a following.
Okay, we'll call this what? Social marketing, social media marketing? Okay, SMM, social media marketing. Those of you who've been able to grow some social media following, what have you done? Branding. Okay, there we go. Now we got an action again. You can give away stuff. And there's another way for that. It's called promos. You can run promotions, right? Yeah? You can do collabs. You guys heard of these things? You can do sponsored posts. You know, you can pay other people to talk about you, right? You can hire a PR firm to get more attention. Remember the PR firms? You can do a publicity stunt. You can do Who said that? Jess, you got all smart all of a sudden? You out of the brain fog? Just like, let's dig deeper into this. You know, it's like, come on. All right, now you understand. Okay, are we good? There's lots of things here. What's missing from this list? Shh. Okay, look, my team, you are not allowed to participate. If we know each other, if you have my phone number, if we're in the DM, keep your mouth shut for a little bit. Let the awkward audience work through the problem. You know what? I love my wife. She goes sometimes to my workshops and my classes, and I'll ask her, what do you have? She's like, I have the answer. Oh, baby, you've been through this 14 times. If you don't have the answer today, we're in trouble, babe. We're in trouble. Our kids have no shot in the universe. All right? So our people, calm the garçon down. All right? Calm down. All right. We're missing something. What are we missing?
A logo.
Logo. Isn't that weird? That the thing that we sell to get attention is not even on the list. It didn't even occur to us to put it on the list. Uh-oh. We have a problemo. So if a client says, oh, I want a logo, it's going to give me notice, how should you respond?
I'd ask if they tried anything else that's on that list.
Okay.
They say they need a new logo.
All
and then
right.
I'd ask, did you try promotions or giveaways?
Perfect.
Right.
Okay. So what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to hold the client's needs above ours. That's what it means to be of service to someone. And if you're here to sell logos and the answer is clearly not a logo, you're not supposed to keep selling that anymore. In fact, you should not be selling at all. The main objective of having a sales conversation is to help the clients get clarity over their problem. And once we get clarity of the problem, we can say, oh, there's a misalignment. It doesn't fit anymore. Okay? So when they say, yeah, I want to get more notice, and that's why I need a logo, it's your duty and obligation if you're running an ethical business that is in service to others to say, of all the things that you can do, like running ads, doing promotions, publicity, content marketing, social media, and a logo, does it make sense for you to do this? You do not want to decide this for them. Like, you know what? What is your name?
Tina.
Tina?
Tina.
Okay, Tina, we're already doing all that. I still want this. You're back in business, baby. You're back in business. All you have to do is say it. They get to decide. Is that cool? Because like, so for example, like you go see a doctor and the doctor says, we needed to do surgery, but you should probably have 3 other, conversations. I already had those, doc. I want your opinion. You come highly recommended. I'm ready to go, baby. So like, okay, operate. Let's go. How many of you care about your image? Raise your hand if you do. And if you don't, you should. I mean, let's work on it a little bit, all right? So people who are very image conscious care about their image. And the logo is one of the most important aspects of their image. Would you agree? Like when I buy a shirt and it's an ugly logo, I put the shirt back. I'm sorry. I just not gonna do it. I'm very snooty that way. All of it has to go together. So you want people who are very image conscious Like they care about every little thing. They're detail oriented. They're discerning buyers of high quality goods. And then what you have to do is you have to look at yourself. You have to look at your website. You have to look at your grams and everywhere else you post. You have to ask yourself, am I attractive to that kind of person who's a discerning buyer of high quality goods? And you have to be really honest with yourself. I see your websites. I've seen them. They're not that good. So what you can do is you can use the power of design, presentation, mock-ups, photography, very important, to make your logos look like premium so you attract premium buyers. Okay, I'll tell you the mistake you make right now, okay? And you could just nod your head if you're guilty, okay? Here we go. Here's the number one mistake that you make. And it's not gonna seem like a mistake. You're just gonna put your logos like this on a grid. That's all you're gonna do. So what you're doing is you're just selling the mark and not what the mark feels like in application. So what you need to do is, because these people don't have a great imagination, you have to close the imagination gap. You have to put the logo on things for them. So they're like, wow, oh my gosh, this is a really important logo. We want this logo on everything. You follow? So you use photography, all the mock-ups, generative tools. It doesn't really matter how you get there. You have to art direct the heck out of this. I don't know if you know this, but Apple spends an incredible amount of money taking photos of products that do not exist. They do not exist. That phone that's on the box, that is not the phone. That is 35 phones pasted together so it looks a certain way. The highlights, the shadows, the reflections. No one photograph can capture all of that. How do I know? I have friends that shoot for Apple. They're selling you this dream. You know, Steve Jobs famously walked into an Apple store and said, why don't my products look like the way they do on the ads? He doesn't realize an army of retouchers worked on this. He said, change all the lighting in the store. And that's why their products look like the way they do. There's a beautiful softbox over all their products. They take those things into consideration. So it's closing the gap. So what you're doing is you're selling the romance of the logo, of what it can be, not the actual making of it. Only if this is what you sell. I sell the conversation, I sell the dream, I sell the potential, I sell my listening skills. The making of it is the easiest part. What are we making? Why are we making it? That's the hard part. That's what they'll pay you for.